everyone, welcome back to the KataLYST Kickoff as always, and the theme of this week is 4 to 1. If you saw my video last week here, we have 4 listings coming out every week for 1 sale over the last 11 weeks. That theme continues this week. We continue to see a buyer's market. Let's jump in. Let's see what's been listed, what's been sold the past week across Iowa, multifamily apartments all over the state here. So jumping in right off the bat here, we say BJ Connolly here in gray steel is bringing out 4200 Park Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa here. This is the West Town Park Apartments here, unpriced, 316 units here. I like this deal, guys. It's already shown some value add. About 100 has already been renovated. About another 100 units or so are kind of in partial renovation. About another 100 or so to finish out as well here. But I really like the sub-locations. It's a really nice area here, sandwiched in a really good part of the Des Moines market. And very, very close to the West Des Moines market here, right off the bike trail here. It's just a really nice property here. Not a lot of competition. You see really nice property here, nice pictures as well. Again, maybe not huge value add here, but very light value add. I like this deal here. Again, unpriced, gone to market here. So depending on what price it is, that'll be kind of variable on whether I love the deal or not. But I like this deal for the most part for all of Des Moines here, and it's a good one for Gray Steel and BJ out there. Now, moving over to the Cedar Rapids market here, we see 2585 Aussie Lane Southwest, Cedar Rapids here. This is actually 56 units, 3.995 million, almost 4 million there. 71,339 price per unit, $76.20 per square foot. Not for sure of the cab right here as well, but another property I like for anybody out there in the Cedar Rapids Eastern Iowa marketplace. Why do I like it? Kelly Properties here. Ron Kelly is a great guy. I know him here. We both have a love for traveling out of state, out of the country. And he is a legacy ownership group, owns for a long, long time here. So I like the potential here. It's a legacy ownership group, potential to get in here, do some renovations. You can see kind of just carpet and paint, fix it up here, raise some rents here. I think this is a good value property here. For anybody out there, reach out to me on this property here. I know Ryan, talk to him personally. Text me 515-639-0145 to get more information on this property here in Cedar Rapids. Pivoting over again now to the farther east here, we have Caspian by SJ. 701 East Pennington Street here. It's 120 units here listed by Max Colby and CBRE. 9.12 million, 120 units, 76,000 price per unit, $65.87 per square foot. So much larger units here. I like that it's all exit entry here. So you have definitely lower expenses because you won't have all of the common area maintenance, that kind of thing as well here. But it is a 7.96% pro forma cap rate. I know it's pro forma as well. I can just tell by looking at the price per unit, its location there over in the West Burlington marketplace as well. So it's also been brought out here, and a potential for some increase in rubs as well. I think you're comparing it to the Kelly properties here. I like the Kelly one better. Cedar Rapids a little better market, lower price per unit, a little higher price per square foot. But I think this one has a little more value personally than the West Burlington property as well. The other one I kind of tweak is very interesting is the landing of Clinton here. This is brought up by Northmark, unpriced, 190 units here. So we don't have the price per unit, price per square foot also as well. But what I like about this one here is that it has a lot of townhomes. You see 99 townhomes, 91 units here, newer build, newer location here as well. Extremely well maintained by current ownership group. So I really like the idea of the 2 and the 3 bed units here, the townhome style here over in Clinton. Clinton's a little bit more of a C-class market here, definitely a working class area there. But I like the addition of townhome style units there, the 2 and 3 beds. I think you can get some really good opportunity there coming out as well here. So I like, out of this whole week here, I like the Gray Steel property in Des Moines, Iowa, if you're in the Des Moines market. I also like the Kelly properties over there in Cedar Rapids and the Northmark one as well here. They both have some value add, I think, components and something to like about each and every deal. For sales this past week, we did see one sale. It was in the Des Moines marketplace, 110-114 Northwest College Avenue, Ankeny, Iowa. 1.26 million, 16 units. It's an 8-plex side by side, 2 of them. These are small 2-bed, 1-bath units there in the College Avenue West First Street of Ankeny here. $78,750 price per unit, $144.76 per square foot. Notice the very, very high price per square foot on these deals. These are very, very small 2-bed, 1-bath, even 1-bed, 1-bath units here most of the time. Most of these rents are going to be around $725, $750 here. So based upon that price per square foot, price per unit, we can assume it's probably in the true 6% cap rate range, maybe even a little bit above that 6.1, 6.2, but definitely a 6% cap rate range. I can just guess looking at that price per square foot and knowing that sub-market here, that's what we're having as well. Upcoming this week, guys, we've got a big week coming on Wednesday. The Fed interest rate decision here. Really, we're looking for is the Fed statement on where they're at, what they're seeing here. We're seeing more and more calls for potentially a recession, all these tariffs coming out as well. So it'll be very interesting to see what the Fed says on Wednesday. Not necessarily the interest rate decision, but what they're saying in general will be really important and the key for the rest of us here looking out to the rest of the market over the next 2 or 3 months. Existing home sales also come out on Thursday. Always a great metric for all of us in real estate here, existing home sales, because obviously as home sales increase, all of us here in the apartment world feel it through vacancy, through occupancy, etc. I know pretty much across the board, I've had at least 3 conversations this past week. Anybody here in central Iowa, we are hearing about higher vacancy rates, occupancy rates about 93%, 7% vacancy rates as well. It's a pretty common thing. We are coming to the spring market here, so I do think it's going to be a little better for us as well, but definitely be cautious on raising your rents right now because we are seeing, again, higher vacancy than we have seen in the last few years as well. So that is your KataLYST Kickoff. As always, if you want to contact me, reach out, text me, 515-639-0145. Happy to discuss any of these properties, any of the projects, any of the marketplaces and what's going on. And as always, we'll see you next week. Thanks for staying in and staying tuned. And again, see you next week for the KataLYST Kickoff as always.